Good morning, everybody. I want to welcome you here to the Prog Monster. My name is Murph. I am the host of this show, a show dedicated to progressive rock and other forms of rock music. So we're back here on day number 23 now of my favorite 31 albums from the year 1982. This is, of course, band number 9. This is actually a band today. We did have a couple of solo artists or individuals doing rock artists, I guess, doing albums for the last couple of days. This album, again, as I've said so far this week, we've had a lot of albums that have been very close. I could have just put them all in a stack and picked them out randomly and done them, and I wouldn't have been any more accurate than I am now. So the point I'm trying to make is it's not really that important what place they're going to come in here. It's just to notice that they deserve to be in amongst the same group of their peers. So this album is Asia. Asia's debut album. When this first came out, I loved it. It was kind of, I kind of had the same reaction to this album that I had to Rush's Signals. I loved them both initially, and they just didn't stand the test of time, really. But this one, even though it's had its weak points over time and it hasn't stood the test of time, I think it's done a better job, primarily I think because of the production sound of the album, and the great vocals by John Wetton on this album, which are, I think, well, John Wetton has a fantastic voice, and it's so clear here, it's so good. And then of course my favorite guitar player is on here. And this album does have little bits and pieces of greatness to it. And all the songs from top to bottom, Heat of the Moment, Only Time Will Tell, Soul Survivor, One Time, One Step Closer, Time Again, Wildest Dreams, Without You, Cutting It Fine, and Here Comes the Feeling. All of them are very similar, and they're almost all the same length. They all range from the first song, Heat of the Moment, which is the shortest at 3:50, down to the longest song, which is, I believe, Cutting It Fine. Oh no, the last song on the album, which is Here Comes the Feeling, 5:42. So there's only a couple of minutes in length between any of them. So you've got 8 or 9 songs that are all well produced, sound well. The album cover, of course, is great. Maybe the best album cover of those four albums that we've done this week. You've got John Wetton's vocals, which is better than any vocals, I think, on any of the 4 albums, even John Anderson's Animation, the 4 albums, sorry. And you've got some really clear sound here, maybe the clearest of the 4 albums as well. So yeah, excellently well crafted and put together album with an excellent cover. It's a bit poppy for me, but it's kind of a heavy pop, I guess you might want to call it a heavy pop, and the keyboard part, I think, separates it a lot from the other 3 albums, and part of the reason why I decided that this one just slightly better, but not much. You know, if you ask me this tomorrow, maybe it's going to be down at the bottom. I don't know. But for today, maybe I'm just in that right frame of mind with it or not. I'm not sure, but I just think for today, I think it's got to be a little bit higher than the other 3. So we'll put up a little higher so you can see it. Yeah, just an excellent cover all around. Some really good stuff here. There are a couple tunes on here too. Soul Survivor and Wildest Dreams. These are 2 songs that I find myself singing sometimes when I'm in the shower. So yeah, a couple shower songs here, I call them. Anyways, excellent album. I hope you've enjoyed this episode of my 31 favorite rock albums from 1982. Day number 9 already. Yeah. If you have, please hit the like and subscribe and the notification bell above my head. And if you got any comments about this album or any of the other ones we've done, you can put those in the comment section below. I hope you've enjoyed this. We will see you again tomorrow for another one. So take care and good night.